Do you, Jonathan Bennett, offer yourself wholly and joyfully, and do you choose Aneesa Khan as the person with whom you will share your life, in laughter and in tears, in conflict and tranquility, loving what you know of her and trusting what you do not know yet?
I do.
Do you, Aneesa Khan, offer yourself wholly and joyfully, and do you choose Jonathan Bennett as the person with whom you will share your life, in laughter and in tears, in conflict and tranquility, loving what you know of him and trusting what you do not know yet?
I do.
Hello everyone! Welcome to mine and Annie's wedding. Annie and I met just before the second COVID lockdown in 2020. It's a dangerous world. And when we met, and I won't say how because our parents think we met via friends, using my best chat lines, I asked her what her name meant in Arabic, and she said good company. And I replied, prove it, how about dinner on Sunday? Sunday comes, and a few minutes before we were supposed to meet, I received a message to say she was running a bit late. Now some of you live in London, and there's no translators here, but I swear there's a different language in London, because apparently in London a few minutes late means 2 hours. However, as first dates go, it was great. I don't think she stopped laughing at me, at me the whole time. Okay. Something that still continues to this day, laughing at me rather than with me. I arranged the second date, and again I travelled to London. And sure enough, Annie was once again running late. Although this time, it was much better. It was only 1 hour. I began to wonder, was she as interested in me as I was in her? Considering I travelled 60 miles and I arrived on time, and she travelled 1 mile and arrived late. I came to the realisation that if she was late again, she probably wasn't into me. Third date, and to my surprise and delight, she was late! We were in a piano bar in Soho, and as with all the previous dates, it was going great, lots of laughter, fun, until accidentally that was, Annie that's it, she almost cancelled me a few hours earlier to go on a date with someone else. Following the date, I immediately went and met one of the best men, Ben, and I'd like to thank him for stabilising me after that bombshell. Yeah, you needed it. This is probably also a good time to thank Natalie for stabilising Annie after the rice farm bombshell. You should also thank them, because we wouldn't be here tonight otherwise.
I do have a little story I'd like to share with you about how this relationship was nearly over before it started. John decided to plan a romantic weekend away in a hotel room, with every hope that it would be the night that he got one step closer to calling Annie his girlfriend, as he was already head over heels with her. However, John's questionable decisions to dress up as a Japanese rice farmer while playing Asian music and serving Annie sushi from Deliveroo surprisingly resulted in Annie getting a headache and needing an early night, and also didn't speak to her for a number of days after. I understand John owes a huge thank you to Annie's friends that talked her around to give him another chance. So can we raise a toast to those friends?
The first time I met Annie was over dinner with my wife, and I think I was more nervous than she was about her meeting us. We did sit there drinking for a good few hours over food and drinks. Most of the time she was taking the piss out of John, and I just knew that there was something special about her, and I'm glad I was right. Annie, you are a lovely, intelligent and slightly funny woman. I'm so glad that Annie and John have found each other and are finally together now. So cheers to you both.
I remember when Jono met Annie and the courtship began, I asked him after date number 2 how things were going, and he said, "Yeah mate, she's just amazing. She's funny, intelligent, kind and just great company. And so importantly, she has great banter. And Annie is clearly willing to date well below her league, which works in John's favour as well." I had a feeling the love would blossom when I did another date watch check-in some months down the line, and he said, "It's brilliant. I just love that we can chat, laugh and be and just enjoy each other's company on low-key casual dates such as gold-dusted £1,000 steaks or Grand Canyon helicopter rides. Hey mate." I was so very excited for John when he seemed to come back beaming more and more every time after each encounter. Thank you Annie for being such a wonderful human being and being so good to and for John.
Even though it's a very large building, very spacious, feel very much at home. You've even bought the English weather. So who said Brexit didn't work? The French give us all these chateaus and we give them this weather. So yeah, Brexit's working okay, isn't it? It's very difficult to put into words how you feel as a father. But you know what? We sort of eased into this whole marriage with John. It's been almost like a breeze. So that's a compliment to you, John. I do remember the moment Aneesa was born and holding her for the first time. She came into the world not crying, just looking around and observing everything. So she wasn't that impressed. Must have been my face, but yeah, she pretty much looked around the room, didn't cry, just eased into the world. So since that time, I've always realised it takes a lot to impress Aneesa. And the last couple of years, John's obviously done something to impress her, because her standards with her personal life, her friends, family, I'm sure you all know, she sets quite high standards. So again, John, that's in your benefit. She's fiercely loyal. She expects a lot, but that's because she gives a lot as well. So that's where that comes from. She's like the rock of our family, but a very soft rock, with a massive heart. It's a big loss to lose her from our family home, but that loss is definitely, Jonathan's gain. We believe she's been brought up as a very strong, independent, passionate, fiercely loyal woman, and to see her so happy in the last couple of years, means a lot to us.
Hi Jonathan, take you Aneesa. to be my lawful wedded wife.
I, Aneesa, take you, Jonathan, to be my lawful wedded husband.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer,
In sickness and in health.
until death do us part.
Ultimately, after all the razzmatazz and holidays and going out, what's important is how you two are at home behind that door when it closes. So life is always going to throw something at you. The good times don't always last forever. They're interrupted by some bad moments. But the most important thing is, it's at those moments is when you need to be, I call it like an oasis of peace, calm and love. That's what counts most above everything else. Once you take everything else away. I haven't got a drink in my hand, but if we're going to have a toast or raise our glasses for Aneesa and Jonathan, inshallah they have a long, happy union together of their souls, and they're blessed with good health and happiness and love.
Whilst being an absolute boss at work, and holding down a very heavy social calendar, Alara. Annie's been shaped by her own life experiences, and she's put her own happiness on hold to be with her family. Day in, day out, without fail, every day off she had would be spent trying to help them in some way. She really puts all of us to shame how incredibly selfless, caring and empathetic she is. This really is a testament to how she was raised. And I'd like to thank Iftar and Naila not only for instilling these values in their incredible daughter, but also for how welcoming they've been to me, letting me not only into every element of their lives and culture. I appreciate that can't have been easy, so I really thank you greatly from the bottom of my heart for that.
I will say I do admire John's honesty, his generosity in every way, in heart, spirit, and things he does for people. His integrity. He's also got a very strong bond with Aneesa's brother, my son, Raheem, and that means so much to Aneesa. More than anything else, I would like to thank you, John, for making Aneesa so happy. As I said, I think you have swept her off her feet. Never seen her this happy for this long period of time. So long, inshallah, may it continue as well. So thank you.
John meeting Annie has been the best thing that's ever happened to him. He's managed to calm down slightly. John is a very special friend of mine, and he is a loyal friend. He would go above and beyond for anyone close to him in need, and whatever time of day that is, he would be there. I'm sure there are many people in this room that would agree with me on this.
To my older brother David, thank you for helping me start my adult life. Without you, I wouldn't have joined the police service, the fun, camaraderie and life experience it gave me. I have a solid grounding thanks to you, and it's shaped me as a person for the better. To my younger brother Ashley, I thank you that Damien is still alive today. Thank you for helping me evolve in my life. Without you, I would have left the police and now do what I love, which is working every day in, day out with my brothers. To my mother Jane, I'm sure you're relieved to stay as far as you can. Dust off the cobwebs of that hat, and without you I wouldn't be here at all. Not because you gave birth to me, I'm maybe a part of that, but because in those terrible years when my dad was terminally ill, You stood faultlessly by his side, did everything that was humanly possible on this earth to help him in his time of need. You showed me what true love really was.
Say my name, when no one is around you. Say baby I love you, you ain't running yet. Say my name, you acting kinda shady.
In the presence of families, friends, and before everyone here in person and those here in spirit, Jonathan and Aneesa have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. It now gives me great pleasure to declare that you are husband and wife together. Congratulations to you both. And now finally, Jonathan, you may kiss the bride.
Finally, to the cleanest. No, sorry. To my dear wife, Annie. Thank you for picking me over the other guy on date 3. I think everyone will agree with me that you look out of this world. And although I've known you for a relatively short proportion of my life so far, I can't even imagine living another minute without you. Thank you for picking me up when I'm down, for making me laugh every single day, and for all the sacrifices you have made and continue to do so daily to be with me. We have already had adventures that many would not have in your lifetime, and I know that we will continue to do so well into the future. Seeing how good of a mum you are to our new puppy, Harlow, makes me so excited to start our own family and live out the rest of our days together. There really is no way for me to quantify how much I love you, despite you asking every But hopefully you can really feel the love tonight.